Hello everyone and welcome, Carlos here from Everything Tech, and in this video I'm unboxing the Maisi Car Dashboard Camera. This was sent to me by Maisi, and their trading name is DigiDirect on Amazon. And without further ado, let's have a look at what we get inside the box. So this is a higher than HD quality dashboard car camera with a maximum resolution of 2560 x 1080 and 30 frames per second, and you can go down to as little as 1280 x 720 at 60 fps. So this has a bunch of features and it's just such a great camera. As you can see, I'm reading some of the manual, and it will tell you everything on how to set up this camera in this user manual. It's got features like ADAS. ADAS stands for Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, and it does things like lane departure warning or low light warning system and fatigue warning system. So really complete system. This model is the Umbrella A7, and it comes with a few bits extra. This review unit was sent to me by Maisi, and they send me all the bits that need to go into this camera for me to provide a proper review. So the Umbrella A7 Super Full HD Maisi car camera with a 2.5-inch non-touchscreen display at the back with a bunch of features and ports. So on the left hand side you can see it's got the power button and a bunch of LEDs, and on the right hand side we have the mini HDMI cable and the mini USB cable to charge the camera. So there's a mini HDMI, and you need to get a cable as it does not come in the box. So from a mini HDMI to full HDMI, so you can plug it over to the TV, and it comes included with a mini USB to cigarette car lighter, and there's another one on the top. And on this part we have the full USB socket where you plug in the GPS so you can incorporate your coordinates on your recordings, which is a great little addition as well. You can also regulate the lens of the camera, so you can like zoom it in a little bit, and focus as well. This is a great camera, you know, for the price that they're asking for it. I will review the updated prices on Amazon, and I will post them on the description below this video. Of the great things that this camera does, it has quality. The quality of the recording goes from standard to super fine, and you can take pictures as well with it, and do things like manage your memory card, motion detection recording. You can lock it. It has a microphone, and it manages the battery as well. And there's a video on YouTube that explains how to route the cable around the car, so it won't be in the way, and you can just leave it like that all the time. So the GPS was included in this packaging, but this is an extra accessory that comes with the camera. That does not come with the camera, and you have to buy separately. But they were kind enough to include it in a box, so I can review the product with all the features and all the accessories that you can possibly get for it. Another thing is they've included a sticky thing that you can stick permanently on your car's windshield, and if you get it wrong, or if the first one, the glue doesn't stick anymore, then you got a second one. They're kind enough also to include a mini USB to full USB, so you can transfer the footage from the camera to the computer if you don't have a card reader. So it's quite a small cable, but it's handy to have. A suction cap, so this is a temporary measure that you can use to just put it in a car and then just remove it whenever you finish recording or whenever you finish your trip. Also, this mini USB to cigarette car lighter, this is really nice. It's quite a long cable. This is the one that you can route around and leave it permanently fixed in the car, and then you can, you know, literally just plug it in and that's it, away you go. If you have to take the camera out of the car when you finish your trip, then you can just bring the camera in the next time and plug it in and that's it, and away you go. So quite nice mini USB cable to cigarette car lighter included in the box. Okay, so just let's have a look at this camera again and turn it on. So the welcome screen at the bottom here, I forgot to mention, you have the micro SD card that takes a maximum of 64 gigs. I've got 32 gig here, and it's a class 4 only, but Maisi recommend that you use class 6, but this is only for my tests. If I see that the footage is coming out funny, or if it doesn't have enough speed to record, I will put class 10, but class 4 for 1080p should be alright. But if you want to record it at 2560 times 1080, then obviously it will be better to use a class 6 and up. So this is the user interface of the camera. So your video resolution here, the options that they give us differ a little bit from the manual, but let's have a look. So you got 1920 times 1080 HDR 25p 16:9. You got 1280 times 720 50p 16:9. On the manual it says 25p. So this one is, you can have a much smoother ride if you use this option. You got the HDR here 25p and 2304 times 1296. Very nice resolution, 16:9 again, and 2560 times 1080, 25 frames per second, 21:9. So this is very, very wide. I'm looking forward to recording in this mode. So image, you got a super fine, fine and normal. So obviously super fine is going to be a better quality picture, but obviously it takes more space on a card, it needs a faster card. Metering modes, this is amazing. You've got spot metering, you've got evaluative metering and center weighted, exactly like you would see in a DSLR. Really, really nice options here. Light frequency, again, you can leave it on auto, 60 Hz or 50 Hz. And then now we go to date stamp settings, so you can permanently have your date stamp on the video footage that you record. ADAS, this is the driver system to help you when you're falling asleep, when you switch lanes and things like that. So the loop setting, it records 5 minutes, and then it can record over the footage that was recorded already when your card is very low. You can disable this feature as well. The speed setting, this will give you the speeds units in miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Wherever you are, you can use this camera basically. So time zone, and then this is the compensation, where you can adjust the brightness of the image. So you can have it darker or lighter depending on your depending on the conditions of the day. So the speed warning setting, you can have it off, or 80 kilometers an hour or 120 kilometers an hour. The LED setting can be completely off. And the sensor, this is a bunch of sensors, you know, that can like detect when you're moving the car or when you hit something. You can have the sensor really sensitive, or you can have it more relaxed or off completely. This is a motion detection. In here you can, whenever your car starts moving, the camera starts recording. It's got an automatic feature that will allow you to not even need to touch it. So very, very nice things. So the language settings, this is handy. You got English, you got Chinese and Russian. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to update the firmware on this device, but I haven't managed to find it anywhere. So again, like for the sensor, auto record or manual record, you need to click a button when you're ready to record. The system mode, you can choose NTSC for the American standard and PAL for the European standard. Driver ID, you can write whatever you want in here. This will appear on your footage and on the LCD at the bottom of the LCD. So I wrote Corsa because that's the make of my car, but you can write whatever you like in there. And the date, obviously you can adjust the date in here so you can have the right time on your footage. So if you have an accident, then you'll be able to refer to it. Format the card, you can manage your SD card in here, micro SD card. And here you can reset the camera to the default settings. We don't want to do that. And finally, we have the backlight setting off, so the camera will switch off the screen after a set period of time, say 5 minutes maximum, 1 minute or 3 minutes. So this will save you battery, but if it's plugged in, then it should be alright. But within the battery, then it's gonna be if it's on battery, then it's not gonna last very long because the battery is not very powerful. So you got the beep screen, so you can have the camera beep whenever you switch options in the menu. And the version number here, this is what I looked for, like in updated firmwares for this model, but I couldn't find any. But there might be one coming at a later stage, or it might be the only version that it's available for it and no firmware upgrade is available. So that's it. This is the camera, and you see recording on the right hand side. You have to control everything within these 4 buttons. They are multifunction buttons, and they are each button does a series of functions, and on the right hand side you have up and down, and on the left you have OK at the top and menu at the bottom, and back button as well at the bottom. But you can take photographs and you can take videos with this. It's really nice, and you can view all your footage within the camera itself. But as you can see on the top, the battery drains very fast. It's not a very powerful battery. It's more like if you charge it more, if you're recording all the time, it's not gonna last very long, maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes maximum. So it's better to have it plugged into the car cigarette lights in order to be continuously on and recording. So the Maisi Car Dashboard Camera, fantastic little device. I can't wait to try it out, and I'm going to bring you a bit more footage from within the car in a different video when I create my review, and you'll be able to see the quality of this. I'm just giving you a quick sample here so you can see, you know, what you can do and what sort of quality. Obviously on the small screen is not going to be nothing brilliant, but wait for my review and I will bring you some more news on this camera. So please give me a thumbs up down below if you like this video. Hope to see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.